Good morning, Carolina from State Adventures here. Let's talk about Patagonia for spring break for a family with all these activities and highlights incorporated into a private trip. That way, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let's go over the itinerary together. This trip is around your dates, particularly starting on March 21st. You're going to take that overnight flight to Buenos Aires, where we will begin our trip with just 2 nights before we head down to Patagonia. The core of the trip is adventure, glaciers, and everything that Patagonia has to offer. But because you're flying through Buenos Aires, it would be such a shame to miss it. So, on March 22nd, when you arrive in Buenos Aires, my team will meet you, have a private car waiting for you, take you to a hotel, Palo Santo, really well located property in Palermo. Buenos Aires is filled with little boutique style hotels just like this one, and they have a lot of amenities. They have just a really nice comfort at a really good price. So whatever the budget is for your family, we can find something that fits. So Palo Santo for 2 nights. The first day, it's been a long night flying, so I kind of let you check in and have the afternoon free. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like something arranged? Maybe a bike tour, maybe some tickets to a tango show. Tango is the only thing I did not incorporate into this itinerary for the reason that it is not really teenage friendly. Most teenagers don't want to do it, but perhaps they want to stay back in the hotel and the parents want to go to a tango dinner show. Just let me know and I can get you tickets and a driver and we'll take you there and incorporate it into the itinerary. But after having a day of rest, and I can give you some ideas of what to do on that first day because Buenos Aires is a great walking city and Palermo is a glorious neighborhood of galleries, cafes, shopping if you'd like, and beautiful parks. So it's just a nice, safe place to unwind. But on March 23rd, I'm going to fill your day and you're going to see all the highlights. So the idea is to see a little bit of everything, and you will have a private driver, private guide, English speaking guide, and we will do a tour of the south of the city as well as the north of the city. So of course, we're going to sneak in some of those highlights like Plaza de Mayo, the Pink House, see where Evita lived, things like that, just so the parents are satisfied and see all the historical highlights like this place. This is even interesting for, I think, teenagers. If they've ever seen the movie Evita with Madonna singing in that balcony, it's right there. So you can maybe catch their interest that way. But we will also stop for ice cream, get a peek of life in Buenos Aires. The whole idea is to show you what the city is like to live there. And after the morning of highlights, we're going to go to the colorful part of the city, Puerto Madero on the river, where it's thriving, where there's activities, where there's San Telmo Market, where there's, pirate history and all kinds of colorful history that the guide will share with you, as well as Boca, which is the heart of the tango. So even if you have not gone to a tango show, dinner show, you will see tango dancers practicing in the streets here. You will see all kinds of different things. There's people selling their crafts and kind of like an artisan market out in the streets. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone. And if you are soccer fans, we're also going to have a stop at the museum for the Boca Juniors Stadium. Museum so that you can tackle truly a little bit of everything in Buenos Aires. And to end the tour with a lovely meal, we're going to eat at a Bogadon. So Bogadon is like a old home, maybe grandma's house, like the tables, the chairs won't match, and there'll be family pictures on the wall, but the food is incredible. And if you love steak, you can cut a steak with a spoon here in Buenos Aires. It is some of the best beef in the world, so we will do that. Of course, if you're a vegetarian or if you have any restrictions, we have options for that as well. And after spending the night, we will head to Patagonia on March 24th. So under each day, I put BL, BLD. That stands for the meals that I've already incorporated. So you see in Buenos Aires, I included lunch. It's a really big lunch, so I don't like to include dinner as well. But if you need suggestions, of course, we can give you some. But on March 24th, we're going to take you to the domestic airport this time, and we're going to fly to Calafate, which is the heart of Patagonia on the Argentina side. Just a little background on Patagonia. This is a massive, massive region, split between Chile and Argentina, split between the south and the north. So there are lakes, there are glaciers, there are estancias, there are mountains, there's skiing, there's so much to do in Patagonia. It's definitely not a one-trip wonder. So I am focusing on an area that is best for families, that has lots of adventure, lots of different sceneries, and highlights like glaciers. So when you arrive in Patagonia, we're going to pick you up as always and bring you to a hotel in the town. So the village sits on a glacial lake, and Design Suites is one of those great little hotels that is directly on the lake, but within minutes of the main square or main street in the Calafate town. So you don't have to be secluded in the town, in the hotel. You can go out to dinner or explore the town. There's a ice museum, there's a ice bar if the parents want to enjoy that. There's all kinds of different little things that you can do in Calafate itself. It's a tiny kind of a ski field town, if you can imagine something in Colorado. But the idea is to stay here as a hub for adventures that are outside of the city. So the first night, as soon as we arrive, around 6 p.m., we're going to take you on the welcome tour. It's called Nativo Experience. And we're going to have dinner in a cave, as well as riding in 4x4 Jeeps to the balcony of Calafate, which offers amazing views. That is the picture in the beginning of the trip. Here you go. That is Nativo Experience. You go to the balcony for an amazing overview of Patagonia. It's quite an adventure to be in this bumpy Jeep. And then you go into the caves and have dinner, a full-on dinner there. It's kind of a thing that we do here in Patagonia. It's a great welcome. This is a shared experience, meaning the Jeep probably holds 8 people, so there might be other people on the Jeep with you. And in the restaurant inside the cave, obviously, there will be other people as well. Everything on this itinerary is arranged around your family of 5, but some of the experiences are done in a shared basis simply to help you with the budget, or simply because some of the stuff cannot be done privately, like going inside a cave restaurant, things like that. But if you want to upgrade the experience to a private car to take you to a shared experience, there are plenty of opportunities that way as well. The next day, we're going to focus on Perito Moreno. Perito Moreno is the #1 reason why people come to Calafate. It is a glacier, and it is very special because it is growing every year instead of shrinking. So it's very, very famous for this region. And instead of just going on a typical tour where people go to the catwalks and look at the glacier, or maybe ride the little boat and look at the glacier, we are actually going to go mini trekking. We're going to put crampons on our shoes. We're going to go with a safe guide and a whole team that go onto the ice. This is very exciting, very unusual, and a lot of fun for teenagers, I think so, because it's a full-on adventure. You'll have walking sticks and things like that. You'll have lunch in the park. You really will experience the glacier from the top, from the front, from a boat ride that takes you to the trailhead. So it's a lot of fun and one of our most famous trips. Again, this will be shared. There are no private hiking on the glacier. You can only go with a registered guide. And then the following day, we're going to kind of leave Calafate, travel on a boat through icebergs and glaciers to get to Estancia Cristina. Estancia Cristina is a working ranch, but it is open to visitors. You can actually spend the night there if you'd like. It can only be reached by boat, so it's very special. And here we're going to enjoy kind of like that remote scenery of Patagonia. We're going to ride horses. We can go hiking. There's beautiful, beautiful views, beautiful trails, and we'll have a nice traditional lunch here as well. Uppsala Glacier is something that you will see along the way, and you can only visit it by boat. So we will visit that glacier as well. Again, lots of different things, lots of excitement, but also lots of freedom. When you're at an estancia and you're not riding horses or you're not eating, there are trails, there are things that the kids can enjoy, run around, explore on their own, talk to gauchos, get a sense of what it's like to live out here on ice. And then on our last full day in Patagonia, I've included zip lining. So Frias Hill is very close to Calafate, so it's nice. You're not going to be traveling every day quite a lot away from the town. Alice Ranch is very nearby. It's called Frias Hill, and they have all kinds of activities on there. Sometimes we send people there for horseback riding, but if you're going to Estancia Cristina the night before, you don't need that. So here we're going to do zip lining, which is a ton of fun to enjoy. They also do a beautiful lunch, so you can enjoy that as well. Oh, and we have one more day in Calafate, right? And this is where I included quads. So to get to the balcony, which we have done in the evening for sunset during our cave dinner, now we're going to go up there and we're going to go onto quad bikes, and you can do it in twos, you can do it single, whatever it is that you prefer. Safety wise, if you want to ride with a guide, you can. First, you start off in a four, kind of like one of those quad cars, and then you move on to quad bikes and enjoy. And after that, we fly back to Buenos Aires, switch airports, and fly home. So that's Patagonia and Buenos Aires. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if the details work for your family, if the dates work. I'm here to answer any questions and make any changes you might need. Thank you so much. Happy travels.